And you know, as a single guy, single dad, sometimes I find myself out and about in the world prospecting. And I'm glad you think that's funny. You know, going to a singles event or a club or a nightclub or a bar or something like, I hate that. It's like cold calling for dates. You know what that's like. I don't cold call for dates. I work on referrals. I have a friend of mine, Al Lowry. We'll call him a center of influence. He's married. His wife's name is Arabella. She's from the Philippines. They'd like to see me in a nice relationship with a great lady, so they got their eyes and ears open for me. And they go to a party at the Philippine Embassy in Washington, D.C. I live a little bit north of Washington, D.C. And they meet a woman named Sandy, and they think I might enjoy meeting Sandy. So they start telling her about me and asking her about herself. And Al's a very excitable guy. He calls me up at 1 o'clock in the morning when he gets home from the party. Bill, I got a hot referral for you. Give it to me, Al. Her name is Sandy. She's bright. She's intelligent. She's successful. She's in sales just like you. And she's waiting for your call. You want to know why? No, Al. Tell me why. Because I pre-sold her on you, just like you told me how. I got a pre-sold prospect waiting for my call. How confident would you feel? How confident do you think I felt to call this prospect for the first time knowing she was ready to do business with me? So I call her up. Sandy, this is Bill Cates. Al Lowry said it'd be okay to give you a call. Who? Well, you met him at a party Saturday night. I think my name came up in conversation. I was at a party, but I don't recall anybody named Al. Mm-hmm. Well, Sandy, Al said you're in sales, so I guess we can both agree that this referral call has become a cold call. Yeah, I guess it has. So much for my wit, huh? Well, I don't know what you do in this circumstance, but I did what most salespeople would do. Sandy, can I send you a brochure with some testimonial letters? Right? When in doubt, mail information. A gentleman by the name of Haig Cohn Diane sold me a life insurance policy, and a year into the policy, he calls me up. He says, Bill, I'd like to take you to lunch. We call it an annual review. So we go to lunch, we do the review, and near the end of the review, he asked me for referrals. And this is the way he asked me. Bill, you don't happen to know anyone else who might be looking for life insurance, do you? Now, I'm a sales trainer. This is how he asked me for referrals. You don't happen to know anyone, do you? What's my response? No, I don't think I do, Haig. I let him squirm for a couple of seconds. But I liked the guy. Sharp when it came to life insurance. I gave him 3 referrals in spite of how he asked. Sometimes we just have to ask, right? 10 years into the relationship, in August, he calls me up. He says, Bill, I'd like to take you to lunch. September's our month to do lunch. Can we set it up? I said, sure, let's set it up. He says, by the way, we're going to do that referral thing again. Guess his confidence has increased a little bit over that decade, right? So we sit down, he's got a smile on his face. He says, Bill, today we're celebrating. I figured over the last 10 years, you've given me 43 referrals. 21 of those people have become clients of mine. So today I'm going to say thank you. Today, I'm going to buy you dessert. Took me 10 years to get dessert from him. I'll never forget what he said next. You've opened your Rolodex of business contacts for me, your director of speakers and seminar leaders for me. But my guess is, Bill, over the last year, you've met a couple of new people. Can we focus on them for a minute? Talk about confidence. Wow. Now, I'm not going to expect that you ask for referrals in the way that Haig did, but let's think about what was going on there. Why did I give Haig 43 referrals in a 10-year period? Just raise your hand, yell it out. What do you think was going on there? He asked for it, thank you, and that's wonderful because, you know, I do this on a pretty regular basis, and some groups I speak to, no one ever says he asked. Yeah, he was proactive. I mean, do you think it would have happened if he hadn't asked?